Welcome to the Coquitlam Whiskey Barrel Podcast with your hosts, Uncle Corey and Uncle Dono.
Recording off some bullshit.
He left his Stanley Cup back on the ice in 1980. It's embarrassing. Let's give Corey a round of applause like you were the fucking service staff at a wedding.
Who shot ya? Separate the weak from the obsolete.
Episode?
I don't know what episode that was. We're back, pal. We're live.
And I'm hitting the big red button. Uh-oh.
That's okay.
That's fine?
You're going to figure it out.
Great.
We've got some upgrades over here in the new studio. We were sorry for the hiatus. There was an issue with the previous landlord. Mm-hmm. Our rent was due. We didn't pay. We defaulted on things. It took us a minute to get coverage from the bank on our business model for them to fund the Whiskey Barrel Podcast. But we're back now. And we're live and we're at it. And we got 2 mics.
It's very exciting.
I really hope you guys can hear what we're talking about. We're going to talk for an hour and it's going to flop.
What's even better is that when we told the banks, we're like, we need money for a new production setup. Mm-hmm. We need money for 2 mics. We've got this brilliant idea. And they were like, what's that? We're like, it's a podcast. And they're like, and what do you guys do? Well, we just talk. And they're like, we're not going to give you anything for that.
No.
So we have about $80 worth of equipment, and we're ready to fucking fly.
Ready. I'm sitting here looking at the Executive of the Year trophy. I'm looking at the Loser trophy. I'm looking at the draft board.
We're comfortable.
Where else would I want to be?
No.
On a Tuesday night at 10 o'clock at night.
We feel great. I feel great. I'm very excited.
Okay. You're looking forward to the year?
I'm looking forward to being back.
Okay.
Right?
Like you felt like you weren't back?
No, not my team. I'm talking about the pod. I'm only focused on the pod right now.
Okay.
Right? Because if people are listening to the pod, they're excited.
They're diehards.
They've heard about the pod, or they know the pod used to be a thing. Mm-hmm. And, we know that we're kind of like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. You just disappear for 3 years.
Yeah.
And then you hear they're coming back and you get excited. And this time it's like, the season hasn't even started.
We did an episode last year. Just one.
Did you listen to that?
1 year ago. 8 views.
8
Wasn't
views.
it?
God, that was tough. Well, you know what? But it didn't have the gusto. It didn't have the hype. The hype is real this time, right? Like it's like we had the fake Ultimate Warrior. That was last year's 8 episode view.
Yeah.
And this year it's just like we're ready to go.
We got to go viral again, like the Dubrovnik live episode.
Well, that's because there was mention. I don't know what YouTube kicks us off for, but there was mention of private parts.
Right.
And there was women involved, and you could see our faces.
You know what? Maybe it's our faces that do the trick. I don't know I'm just flipping through here some of our most viewed episodes. 101 views. That was a good one.
That was good. But I think that's the Thanksgiving Day episode where we're all there.
Could be.
So I think that everybody who was there is like 20 people tagged. So that means a lot of people would have been like,
views.
what the hell is my husband doing on there?
Right.
Right. And that was Ernest talking about his DMT trip in South America.
Right.
And I don't know.
We extended beyond just...
Yeah. We branched
football.
out. It wasn't just the typical gridiron chat. The focused on brand.
Now, this is a football podcast.
Yes.
We do talk football sometimes. Mm-hmm. Not all the time.
Yeah,
but sometimes.
But that's what we're here to talk about today.
Okay.
And
150 views. Episode 12, season 2?
Wow.
161.
Episode 12.
274 views 7 years ago. We got to get back.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about.
We were on our grind.
See, that's what I'm saying. So there was enough juice.
Mm-hmm.
There was enough juice. There was enough people talking.
I see a path forward here.
Yeah, so that's all I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, it's nice. We've got the nice setup. You guys can't see it, but we've got the nice setup.
Yeah.
We've got the boards out. We've turned the AC off, so it's getting a little warm in the studio.
Yeah, you're clearly on a draft right now.
Yeah, there's a live draft happening in the background. We're doing a Guillotine League draft. It's all football all the time over here at the Yenny and Moomers studios.
That's exactly right.
So when we're not potting, we're obviously drafting because the season hasn't started.
I only want to draft.
I know.
I don't like playing the game out.
It's so much worse.
It's exhausting. The daily time that fantasy consumes
Like when you've started.
once you've started.
I mean, it's
It's listening to podcasts. It's reading articles. It's paying attention to who's hurt, who's not hurt. It's who are we going to pick up Tuesday night? Okay,
Yeah.
who am I dropping? How are my matchups? I got to find a defense. By
and-
the time Sunday rolls around, I don't even want to watch football.
Yeah, you're kind of over it, and then a couple of times a week, it's you open your Score app and you see at the top that Najee Harris has twisted his ankle. You're like, shit, who has Jaylen Warren? And then you get there and you see somebody else has already seen that because it's
It's sick.
sick.
We
because-
love it, and it's
I
sick.
know, and it sucks because like the last 2 years, like I've just been like, I don't even know. Like by the end, I've been bitter. Like I haven't even been like, you'll get him next time. I've been like, I don't know what I do this.
Right.
Like I took so many beats that I was just like, you're not having fun.
Yeah.
Like I just genuinely wasn't having a good time.
Yeah.
And it was like, you're getting pissed off about this. It's frustrating you. You got other shit going on. Why am I like you just put a lot of effort into this, and then you just get fucking smashed on Sunday, and it's like, why do I? And I keep doing this to myself. Like I keep wanting to throw my phone out of the car, but I'm still here, and it's just me, right? Like I'm looking myself in the mirror. Like you used to be somebody, and now you can't even beat fucking Sully in week 6. Like, and all of his team is on a bye, and you thought that picking up this guy was going to be able to do something for you, but he's got some fucking third stringer wide receiver off of the fucking Titans, and that guy gets 12 points, and whoever the hell I had doesn't matter. He doesn't produce, and it bums me out. No disrespect to Sully, but I should be mid-season form beating the fucking piss out of him by week 6.
Sure.
Shouldn't even be I should have done so well week 1 through 5 that he should be apologizing to his daughters about how bad I was going to fucking beat him on week 6.
Yeah.
Instead, he gets to celebrate. Look at how great I am. Dawn's got a couple of rings, but it doesn't matter because today I'm the victor. And this is what I'm yelling at myself before I go to work.
Right.
And I'm trying to inspire people. And it didn't feel good. But this year, I'm wiping the slate clean.
Well, I figured this year, I can't win the trophy. I can't win the belt. Never have.
Impossible. For you?
It doesn't matter. I've had the best teams money can buy.
Phenomenal. It's been depressing.
It's not. I've moved on.
Yes.
And thus created a new award and gave it to myself
It's
in
the
year
best.
one.
I don't
that
know.
everybody wants.
How did you come up with this idea with this?
At the end of the year,
Yeah.
I just kind of was going through and pulling some stats, and I actually started working on that presentation in like March.
I like that.
After
I like that.
bored in the spring, nothing's going on. Not a bunch of people are drinking beer.
Yeah. No.
So I'm like, I need to get this league moving. We got to get going. We've been a little stale for a couple of years. Every time we try to do something new and unique, it gets voted no. We can't even change from the shitty ESPN app, which has gotten shittier somehow.
It did get shittier, didn't
It got shittier.
It tried to steal a bunch of features from Sleeper.
Yeah.
And it's done a shitty job with them.
Yeah. And then, but we get all these people who don't want to go away from it, yet they're fully capable of drafting on the app. They know how to use it.
I feel like you like that because you hope that while, like the people who have voted no about using Sleeper, like that you get to go, you see, you dumb fucking idiot? Like you're sitting here, you're using it.
Yeah.
This is how
It's
we
on your
draft.
phone.
This
Yeah.
is how you would mock draft. You can do this on your phone. This is all easy. It makes anybody who's moved away, them connecting, no problem.
Yeah.
It's done everything. It sorts everything. It's the live news updates are way better than ESPN's. Everything about it is better.
Yeah.
There's a couple of things that I think I'm just used to ESPN over Sleeper.
Sure.
But it's objectively better. And then so you get to watch them all, vote no, then you're beyond frustrated, for sure. You don't say it, but you're definitely mad. And then you have to watch them all enjoy the app. And then go, now let's go retard it up over at ESPN.
Yeah, I got to go take everybody's roster and individually punch them into ESPN rosters to start that league. It's a whole thing.
And if they haven't done that before, which a lot of these idiots
None of
haven't,
them have.
it is so much of a pain in the ass
It's
to
a
do
huge
that.
pain in the
Like, does it still come up with the box and
Yep.
it's got all
Type
the
of
guys?
player name. Click yes.
Oh my
Type another
god!
player name.
And
Click
like
yes.
Williams, and it's got like Williams, like guys, free agents
Yeah.
that haven't even. Oh.
Yeah.
And it's not even in order. Like the most popular
No.
guy, like defaults to the
No.
top. It's
Awful.
it's absolutely using a landline, and we're trying to get to the smartphone.
Yeah.
And you make everybody use a smartphone, and they're like, "No, I want to hear the dial tone."
Exactly. So since we can't get anything passed when we vote, I just figured I got to do something that doesn't require a vote. Let me just spice things up. Let's get the league moving forward. Let's change it.
Right.
How do we do that? Let's tell people how shitty they are.
Yes.
Hey, you don't make any trades. You
Yeah.
don't spend any fab. You're never on the waivers.
Yeah.
And like, what are you doing? Contribute to the goddamn league. There was some guy. Who was it? Nick. He made 12 moves last year. 12.
There's 16 weeks in the
Yeah.
season.
12.
Do you think that's by design? Like, do you think he thinks his team, like, he's a good fantasy player, right?
Okay.
Like, I'm saying, sorry. He's a good, like, his teams are good. I've
Okay.
been with, like, he made it to the finals 2 years ago, right?
He's been in our league once.
Just 1 year?
Yeah.
Okay.
He had a good team last year.
He had a
made
good
it to the
team
playoffs.
last year. Yeah. I made it to the finals. He's been a champ in another league. I've never not seen him not do well
Right.
as his team.
Right.
But I've never seen him be involved at all. Like we'll say at least 4 seasons with Nick Tascone.
Okay.
Playing fantasy football.
Okay.
And I will just guess 3 of those 4, he probably made it to the top 4. Let's just say that. And I know he's won at least 1, if not 2 championships.
Okay.
So that he brings that kind of clout, that kind of experience into this league, and he again makes it to the finals. And then you go, oh, well, he only made 12 moves. Like, well, obviously he got lucky. This is the first time. How would you possibly only make 0.7 moves a week and still make it to the finals?
Right.
But in the other leagues, he still makes it to the finals and doesn't talk, doesn't communicate in any of the chats.
Is it just head down studying?
That's what I'm
And then he
saying.
goes to work for Michael at the bar, and then he goes back to studying.
But
All football all the time.
but that would suggest that he just crammed so much in before the draft, because clearly he's not doing anything once the
Right.
season starts.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the thing. It's does he think he's the greatest drafter of all time? And then he just goes, oh, I probably will only have to replace a guy if he's on a bye week. Other than that, I'm set it and forget it.
Yeah.
Like that, and you'd say, well, that's a fucking terrible way to try to do this. But the results speak for themselves.
Right.
Right? Like, it's like Brad Friend. What does he do? Draft a team that confuses everybody. Gets 3 tight ends in the 3rd, 4th, 5th round. Works on his 3rd quarterback. We all laugh at him at some point in the draft. All laugh at the end of the draft. All go, whatever. I can't even believe he showed up. Why is this guy still around? And then, by hook or by crook, 70 points a week, he still makes it
Yeah.
to the top 5.
Yeah.
And has won back-to-back championships. Was it back-to-back?
I don't think he's ever won back to back.
I don't think anybody has. But it's still, it's like he's got more rings than everybody else other than me. But that's still, like, it sucked that I don't feel like I've ever walked away from a draft and everyone's laughed at me the years that I won all the championships.
Right.
And that's par for the course with him.
Of course it is.
But you know that he's got other aspects to his game. Sure, it's sneaking through by,
Luck of the schedule.
or whatever, but it's still, the results speak for themselves. So you can't fault these guys who are unorthodox, but still, they bring the results.
Yep.
Right? Versus you, like, you had a good draft. You usually draft fucking lights out. This is another fantastic draft for you. And you always get most points for, you blow me out of the water every single week one.
Yeah.
And and the last 3 years have probably ended my playoff hopes.
Right.
In the last week. And then it's, he's going to run into Brad Friend, who limped into the playoffs somehow. Like, bleeding, broken, just some ragtag group of nobodies. Meanwhile, your guys are all juiced to the gills, fucking doing chin-ups in their spare time. And they all just proverbially shit the bed. Like Brad took Visine and poured them into all their water bottles, and they're just emptying their bowels on the field while his Dallas Goddard gets 5.4 and your Trey McBride has the worst game of his life.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's going to be more frustrating. Like, I don't know. Who's it more frustrating for you? You?
My fantasy approach is exact opposite of what you've said. Why are you doing this? I don't enjoy it. I'm not having fun. It's fuck whatever. I have a great time at the draft.
Right.
I have a great time hanging out with the boys. I like listening to podcasts. I like picking guys up on the waiver wire. The rest, it doesn't matter how much you know about football. Clearly. It doesn't matter how good your team is.
Yeah,
Clearly.
that's the crazy thing.
Right?
It's
Like,
how
there's
good
no-
your teams are. Because it's
Yeah.
always first place, most points, most wins.
Yeah.
Like, or top three, like
Yeah.
semantics. And it's always like, oh God, I can't believe Sayers is definitely going to make a big trade with one of his 8 stud running backs.
Yeah.
And he's going to turn those two into try to help, and like legit trades that would help some guy who's trading his stud to maybe make it to the playoffs, while you then just take his stud and roll with top 5 everybody and still lose.
Still is. So I had to come up with something
Right.
new.
Right.
And really, it's just to get people doing other things, and a little bit about fantasy football is not just how many points you get or what your record is. It's how did you draft? Are you active? Are you making moves? Are you being a member of the league, contributing to the league? This is the how much did you contribute award.
Yeah. And you knew you were going to get this award when you started.
No.
Because you're a spreadsheet guy.
Yeah. I just started doing that kind of stuff, and I mathed it out.
Yeah.
And I was there. It's the same way I did Rookie of the Year, right? Like some of it's math, some of it's a little bit subjective.
Right.
I scrolled through the group chat to count everybody's messages, just to see. You don't have to scroll very far because Nick has never even messaged in it. I don't even know if he's in it. But we had a little fun.
Oh, Nick just made a fucking ad
Great.
18 minutes ago. Wandale Robinson.
Well-
Does he know something about...
He's the leader in the clubhouse on the waiver moves.
Wow, look at that. He's listening. He's listening right now.
Well, tell him to call in.
Yeah, we should.
So, I wanted to spruce it up a little bit. We've been trying to go away with drafts. We've been trying to do new things. Nothing took. Very grateful for our host this year, who's immobile at the moment. So it was great to be at his house where he can be comfortable and we can get everybody together. So how are we going to spice this up? Let's get some new awards. Let's do a little bit of an awards ceremony. Let's get the boys laughing and pumped up for fantasy. And that's how we spent the last 6 months.
Yeah, like not...
Prepping.
Like there's no way like you talk to your wife or kids during this time.
No.
No.
God, no.
Yeah.
So so we had a few awards. A new one, the Rookie of the Year, which was great. And I mean, your video from the keg the other day showed Corey specifically saying like, "I deserve this award. I'm going to win it."
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. He called the shot.
Shoot or shoot.
100%.
Kind of a staple of the last few years has been the Father of the Year award, and it's all voted on by other fathers and members. I won't talk about who finished last in those standings.
Well, that would
always has a talk.
That would
about.
be in poor taste.
Yeah, but you won this year, and it might be better than a championship.
No question.
Right.
No question. That was like I've won championships, so like would it have been nice? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But Father of the Year, that's only award. Like there's certain circumstances that need to happen for you to be able to be involved in it. Oh no.
We're okay.
We're okay.
We're fine.
But anyways, just in order to be involved, right? And like you don't even know that you're in the running. You know, you're just living your life.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just waking up, putting my pants on one leg at a time, like everybody else, right? And am I buying groceries? Yes. Am I giving hugs when they'll allow it? Am I trying to give advice? Of course, better than their biological parents, because
Right.
for obvious reasons, because you know, the experience that I've learned through fantasy football: grit, determination, be studious, be ahead of the next person, support the guy next to you, but also step on his neck a little bit. Those are the kinds of things those are the life lessons that I'm teaching my kids week in, week out.
Sure.
You know, rise and grind, baby. You know?
I like that a lot.
Sundays, I demand we watch football. They're excited. You know, they were hockey guys before they came into my life, before I raised them to be the boys that they needed to be. And now it's all football all the time. You know, I told Mason today, I said, hey, listen, I said, we're doing a podcast. He said, we're podcast guys now? I said, of course. He said, all right, I'm in.
We're not podcast.
Like, exactly. There was no, like, no, I don't want to do it. He's like, where's the mic? Let's do that. Right? Like, that's the, and so that's a testament that I was given the right award. Do you know what I mean?
I wasn't wrong in who I picked. Mm. You heard my valid reasons.
Yeah, and I want to thank everybody else who voted. You know?
Sure, and all the other nominees.
Yes, of course. There
was 11 out of 12 of us.
Yeah, so is that correct?
How many? No, who's not?
No.
Amit must be.
Oh, yeah.
In his travels.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that he's doing a good job as a father.
Our new retiree.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, he's
a bit of a patriarch, but...
Yeah, he is. He is a patriarch. That's a good name for him.
Okay.
Yeah. Brad's taught me a lot of things. Patterson, not Friend. Friend is...
Taught me nothing.
No. But Patterson he's definitely taught me some things. So then you take all of the scores, right? Of your made-up little things.
Add them all up.
You add them all up. And then what do you... And then you go, okay...
And then
do you make a decision?
There's a little bit of a genesis of like, okay, I'm going to put up some new awards. What's worthwhile? What's worth my time? What's not? And then I'm like, what if I just add all of these categories up?
Yeah.
Rank everybody 1 through 12 on each category. Add their totals up, and do a little something for the GMs. It's not just about the players on the field.
Right.
It's the guy in the front office in there day in, day out, scouting rookies.
100%.
Trying to get ready for the draft.
Oh, yeah.
And then making trades and moves mid-season to make his team 1% better.
Yeah.
Every day.
Like, it's the kind of guy that when a new league opens up, you go, oh, you know what? We need an extra guy. You know the guys who put that work in.
Guy.
Right? They don't have their dad run around and say, hey, could I bring my son into this? He actually kind of plays. And you go, well, I see him all the time. I'd never know that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And he goes, no, I know. He's kind of quiet and shy. And it's like, well, does he even play? It's actually he wins. Like, how the fuck does he do that? And then gets dragged in versus the guy who, you know, you're sitting at the stoplight. You look over in the car, windows down, and it's fantasy, we're in the 06010 coming through. You give that little head nod, and you're like, hey, bud, you want to join this league? Next thing you know, you're in an 18-man guillotine league, and you're drafting quarterbacks. Anyways, so you get the points, and then at that point you go, Money in the Bank case. Greatest fucking thing of all time.
I'd been looking on like all the different fantasy football websites for trophies. I'd been looking for loser trophies. I'd been looking for something else that might make sense. Maybe we spice up our trophy a little bit. I don't know.
Right.
And there was one thing for like, it said something about an executive of the year. And that's how it came together. And I'm like, what would an executive want? A briefcase. So I started looking for like gold-plated briefcases. Like something dope that we could engrave on or something.
And then that's it.
And then I thought about the belt and the wrestling theme, and I kept on theme with the briefcase. Now I had two options: the knockoff Walmart version,
like actually literally from Walmart.
Yeah. Or the WWE shop.
Like this is authentic.
Yeah,
There's no way that this is a Walmart one.
No, that's the real deal.
Yeah, like that's real deal. Yeah. So
a little bit of investment.
Got it. So the real question is, did you decide to drop this kind of money on a trophy like this? There's ladies in the house. Drop this kind of money on something like this after you discovered that you had come in first place or the test that you had created, wrote, and aced.
I didn't just buy this trophy for me.
Right.
I would have bought it for at least 2, 3, or 4 of the other guys.
Okay.
Now, if somebody else had won it,
Yeah. Okay. So that's the question.
I probably would have just scrapped the whole idea.
That's what I'm asking. Okay. So it's always.
But if Michael won, I'd be happy for
Yeah,
it.
of course. Like, it's a happy accident that it gave you a little bit spurred. Like, we are lucky that after the algorithm you wrote to decide who was the winner of this thing, and then your decision that you created, and then the fact that you're like, I'm gonna want something dope for that award that I'm gonna give myself.
Yeah.
So we all just are getting lucky that we can now compete for that because you happen to win. So I love it.
It's
As the inaugural champion, I think that's great.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I'm excited to put the name of the next person who wins it.
well, there's no way it's going to be anybody but you.
It better be.
I mean,
I'll move the goalpost if I have to.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It will be even better if it's just your nameplate back to back to back to back.
Well, I was thinking today about how I can grow this and maybe add more categories, or what can we do? How else can we score things?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm trying to wrap my head around total fantasy points of your draft day roster.
Say that again.
Total fantasy points of
Oh,
your
the
draft
team
day.
you drafted.
So how well did your draft picks play?
Wow,
How well did you draft?
that's great.
How much? Like, who was the biggest bust?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Who's the biggest value? That kind of stuff. Right. Like,
I love that. I love that a lot. That's I did my own little version of that a few years ago, the year that Patterson won the championship, because I always like to play out. Since we started doing Sleeper,
You play it on Sleeper.
I play it out by myself and whatever. And of the years that I've actually played, like, we'll say it's 4.
Yeah.
I've been able to win or come top 2.
Yeah.
In 3 of the 4, I
Right.
think, when I play by myself.
Yeah.
Because I can do all the ad drops, RBs, like, just for obvious reasons. But the year Patterson won, he won every week. He won, and he won at the end. He made it to the finals in Sleeper and won at the end, which was maybe more impressive than his actual season. And I don't mean that as a dig at him.
Right.
I mean, like, holy shit. There was no, did he make this trade that helped him? Did this guy get hurt and he had he played weeks with 4 guys on bye and still won. With his drafted team. And winning in both leagues was super impressive.
Right.
Because of guys like me and Brad Friend, which is why you would get points for all of this stuff from Money in the Bank. Like, the other guys, the guys who have won more trophies than anybody are usually the most trade back and forth active guys. So you would assume that technique is the tried and true. It actually definitely is the tried and true technique. But on that year, it was basically set it and forget it, and still won.
Well, yourself, you finished 4th.
Yeah.
In Executive of the Year.
Yeah.
That's all based on points and standings.
Yeah, I believe it.
And you weren't very good with your money. You were one of the worst efficient users of your funds. That hurt you. But you used all your fab, you made the most trades, and you made the most waiver moves. So at least you were active.
Right.
And trying to do things. But I'm looking at some guys who made no trades, barely made moves on the waiver wire, had a ton of fab left. Mm-hmm. Like, of the bottom 4 guys, 3 of them had the most money left. First, second, and third place for most money left over. Like,
really?
they're not spending, and they finished at the bottom.
Yeah, exactly. So again, so that there's a perfect example of being active, spending that money correctly, making moves, all of that, and that gets you to the finals. That gets you to the end, and that's what we like.
We love it. So I'm looking forward to handing it out next year, and we'll see if we can take another step. Hey, pal?
Yeah, that's very exciting.
We got to up the draft. Maybe get a better board. The board wasn't a great.
The board's great if it was made for adults. This is 3 feet away from me, and I can't see who a meat took as.
Can we ever?
Second. Well, no, but at least you can kind of, because Mike's got that beautiful flowing lady penmanship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he writes like as if it's all capitals and he's using a Sharpie
Yes.
or one of those smelly felts.
Yeah.
Like it's like Mike peaked in like at 7 years old
Right.
of how to use the alphabet while he's writing things.
Okay.
Right? And so it translates really, really well for that job. And like these stickers.
Well, I gave Mike the year off, and we'll see if it pays off for him.
And how did he feel about it?
He was upset after like the third round.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Because
He- I don't
go
know
ahead.
if he was overstimulated or if it was just he missed his job. He couldn't read the board. Now the lighting wasn't the best. Lighting may have helped a little bit, but
Right.
we made do with what we had.
Yeah, that's fair.
So if that wasn't a great, then
Yeah, so next year the draft will be better if Mike sucks it up
Yeah.
and uses his hands,
Yeah.
those tiny ones, to grab that big felt.
yeah.
Because it's the action. He's like a mascot. You know what I mean? He's up there. He's got
I
a lot
just
of
feel
talking.
bad for him because he doesn't have time to look at his stuff and think about. Okay, I got to get like 3 guys I'm ready to go on.
But
He's in the moment,
but
and then
you're-
everyone yells at him because he's taking too much time to pick. But he's been writing all these lazy people's names on the board.
yeah, but that's part of his thing. Because then he gets to go, oh, I didn't have a good pick. I didn't know it was my turn. Right? Like he has that kind of that crutch that he can kind of
Okay.
lean on when his team that he loves more than anything usually.
Well, I've given him the option now. We've tried 2 things. If he wants to roll with it, great. If not, that's okay too.
Okay, well, I don't like that at all. I think that we just make the determination. Mikey's really good at it. He really adds to the ambiance, and it's a waste of his talents for him to sit there next to you to select every guy on your draft board in order while you're not looking so that he could have a decent draft while the rest of us are missing the entertainment that is Mike narrating and being a live action Michael Mouse. I was kind of trying to figure that out.
Okay.
Like an animation thing?
Yeah.
You get what I did there?
Yeah, I saw
You
it.
see it, right? Yeah. In my head, it's Steamboat Michael.
Right.
He's up there, woo, and writing all our stuff down.
Okay.
And fucking up everybody's name. Like I don't know what Bill Krosky. Like, there's no way if you had to do Jacoby, Krosky, Henderson,
Not a
Myers.
chance.
There's no way that fits in there.
No.
There's no way. So Mikey's in doing that next time. Bigger sticker board. But I'm thrilled with short of us going anywhere. Perry's patio was
It was a good setup.
a great setup.
Yep.
It was great. He hosted like the food, big spread. You get the surprise like it's a wedding. And you get the midnight. The pizzas show up.
Yes.
Old Silent Nick went and found them like Ebenezer Scrooge and brought them back and nice and quietly opened them up. And you're like, God, Ebenezer, you're so handsome. Smiles like a Cheshire cat and sneaks off into the dark. Drafts another team that's probably going to make a top 2.
Now, did you have the pizza?
I did, yes, I had the pizza.
It was a lot of onions.
It was a lot of. It was San Remo's is always a lot of everything. I gotta be honest. I love San Remo's, but
Yeah.
pizza in my old age it wreaks havoc on the rest of me. So I didn't sleep. If I eat too much dairy, this is a little personal insight. If I eat too much dairy, I have wild dreams, crazy wild dreams. I didn't get to bed that night because I was in lucid panic dreams till about 6:30 in the morning. I'm not even kidding. Like, I got home, and then that was just like it. It was like in a panic, cold sweats, trying to digest, I guess, what was a lot of onions and 4 pounds of cheese in my stomach. I had to recover. I brought my CPAP out the next day.
Yeah.
I had a long 6-hour nap just to try to shake it off. I'm taking laxatives to try to pump my goddamn stomach full. It was anyway, so delicious. I didn't notice the onions, if that's the question you were asking. I don't know about the rest of it.
Well, there was an incident with the beer cooler. This is why I bring this up.
Yeah, I imagine there was more to it than just...
Were you not? I don't know that you knew that this was going on.
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
But I'm sitting beside Michael, and he goes to the beer cooler to grab himself a beer,
Mm.
and it like slips out of his hands. And he's like, "Why is my beer so greasy?"
That's what Michael said.
He's like, "Really? There's like a film on it." And I'm like, "Oh, that's kind of weird." So he's like, "Whatever." He wipes it off, then he cracks it, and he goes to take a sip. He goes, "My beer smells like onions." Like, what the fuck is happening? We go
Yeah.
in the cooler.
Yeah.
he spilled the whole tin of caramelized onions in the ice of the beer cooler. So everybody can't even pull a beer out because it's just sliding out of their hands onto the ground, and everything smelled like onions. The beer can, Mike had to wash so many beers because they all smelled like onions.
When did
And
this
then-
happen? This happened at the end, like during the draft while we were eating pizza.
Oh yeah, before pizza. Before pizza was there.
Oh.
And then
Oh,
I'm
the
like,
onions
oh,
for
now
the-
we got
okay.
onion pizza? Like, is this just an onion night?
Oh, okay. So it was an aggressive amount of onions.
Yeah.
You guys had a whole onion thing going on.
But every beer was onion sludge.
That's terrible.
And then Mike had to go inside, wash them off for me.
Yeah, of
And
course.
come back and I drink it, but I'd already had onions on my hand. It was Onion Gate.
That's. I like the order of the idea of onion gate.
Onion Gate. That's what it was.
That's great.
So we had a good time.
We had a great time. I think it was one of the best drafts ever.
Okay.
I say that bar none.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun.
Like it was, like the first few drafts when they were hosted at our previous place of work were suspect at best.
Right.
Like, just think about that, right? Like, because it's been so long.
16 years.
Right. So the guys who are our senior were our age at that time,
Right.
hosting these things.
Right.
And think about the unoriginal nonsense that they could come up with. Oh, maybe we'll be here and we'll sit and we'll move some tables together. That will be pretty lights out for everybody. And maybe a server will come and top up our water every now and then. That's what they brought to the table.
Right.
They are so fucking lucky we decided to join this league
Of course.
and take it to the places it's been, the heights that they never could have imagined.
No.
Like, I can't even think of, like, no, that's not a good example. I don't really have a great example, but you know what I mean?
It's like
Where-
something.
It's like something. I was just gonna think it's like they were Blockbuster, and they thought
Right.
that fucking VHS nonsense was gonna fly for a long time.
Yeah.
They're like, this is as good as this gets. Look, the corporation has given us 30 minutes to do some draft as long as we're quiet in the corner. Oh wow! Now we got podcast Money in the Bank fucking briefcase. I got 24 carats of toilet seat, and we've got different colored stickers.
We've been to Vegas.
We've been to Vegas.
We've been to Merritt.
We've been to exactly Merritt. Oh yeah, that was yeah. I wasn't even thinking about that. And again, that was an addition.
So every year we'll have a little bit of fun. We'll have some laughs. I like to make draft day fun, a great event because it should be.
Yeah.
It's our event. Now some people ruin it with their horrible drafting.
Okay. Are we going to segue? Is this our draft recap?
Well, let's get into it.
I think so. I think I'm in. I'm ready to roll.
Let's dive in. How overall?
Mm-hmm.
Was there anything glaring to you? Anything noticeable? Was there anything like what happened? I thought the first round was insane myself.
Okay.
But
let's start with your thoughts, pal.
I mean, Amon-Ra St. Brown in a full PPR falling to 11 is.
Oh, that's what
Chaos.
you're upset about. You're upset that you got a great pick at the 11th.
I'm just.
You're very sad that your 11th and 15th picks were awesome, and no chance you should have gotten St. Brown and Collins
Yeah.
side by side.
Yeah.
And you're upset about that.
No, I'm just.
Who are you upset with?
I'm not upset with anybody.
Well, who do you think drafted poorly in the first round?
Who made a mistake?
Yeah, like let's go. Like we don't need to go through all 14 rounds here.
That's
good.
okay. That's okay. I mean, I don't know. I Derrick Henry, McCaffrey, Nakua, Genty should have all gone behind
They should have all went to
CeeDee
you.
Lamb.
You should have had the option for them at the 11th.
for all of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree with that statement. I had said I had mock drafted for 3 weeks preparing for this.
Yes. Okay.
I had personally drafted 1 and 2 and 11 and 12 and 6. Those were the spots until I picked 6, and I don't even know why I picked 6 if I'm being honest. Every time I mocked, I liked being at the end. At the end, because you could go 2 solid guys. Because at the beginning, if you're drafting first or second, it just goes fucking pear-shaped. Like it's not even good. For example, it's like Amit gets Jamar Chase, phenomenal, and Lad McConkey is his number 2.
Yeah.
Like that's fine.
It's fine.
But that's not like what did he want? What was he hoping to get? Jamar Chase and Bucky Irving or Lamar Jackson?
Yeah,
Like
it's
that's versus I'll even take Josh Jacobs and Jonathan Taylor, or Amon-Ra St. Brown and Nico Collins.
Right.
Like, Nick, Ashton Genty and Malik Neighbors.
Yeah.
Versus Chase and McConkey. And that's not Amit's fault, but so I was like, oh, I want to be at the end. Then I said 6. So then I drafted CeeDee Lamb every single time, unless Jahmyr Gibbs got to me, and then I'd take him.
Okay.
That was it. I was locked in. This is the first time, premeditated. I knew who I was taking, and I didn't want to go too far down. I think that if the idea that I wanted Gibbs or wanted to pivot to McCaffrey, I wanted to give myself that option. But my out was, no question, CeeDee Lamb at 6. And then I said, fuck it. Christian McCaffrey ruined my season last year. Let's do it again. And I wasn't thrilled with it.
Okay.
But I'm here. Like, I'm not sad. Like, I'm not going, oh, that was a bad pick. I won't do that. I can't believe I did that.
Right.
Like, I feel great. My rationale is very simple. I drafted him 101 hurt last year. He was hurt when I picked him. This year, glowing reports. There's only one white guy, or 2 white guys other than him that are going to catch the ball or score any points in San Francisco. And so his situation is better, his schedule is better, and he's healthy. If we hadn't been burned by him last year, he would have been 101 this year. Yeah. That was my only kind of, and so I felt really smart until I stood up and everyone went, McCaffrey, what the? And I was like, that's kind of how I feel too. But you know what? You just gotta put your chin up.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I don't see anybody else that, like, Puka Nacua feels early.
With Stafford's health.
With Stafford's health. That's it. That's all that is. Genty feels early, but he's not going to get him back. That's the problem with these end guys here.
Yeah.
Right? Like, Genty is not going to come back to some of these guys. And that was good. That's what I saw this year, that there was a little bit of, quote-unquote, reaching. But it was just strategy.
Yeah.
It wasn't really a reaching. You shouldn't have taken that. It was, well, he's got 20 more picks. There's no fucking way he's going to get that guy.
Yeah. I liked my spot. I liked where I was at. I liked to be near Brad Friend. I liked being in between him and Mike. Just for predictability reasons.
Okay.
I mean, Brad Friend's the most predictable drafter there is. He's not going to draft someone he's never heard of or actually seen play football. Mm-hmm. He's not going to draft anybody under the age of 30.
Right.
He's going to take 2 quarterbacks and 2 tight ends way too early.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to flip-flop his way into the playoffs. That's what Brad Friend does. So we're sitting in my kitchen. Mike's coming to pick me up.
Mm.
We're figuring out the whole onion situation.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying, hey, what are you thinking?
Yeah.
And I'm going, you're not getting Nico. I go, you got to take him at 10 or you're not getting him.
Right.
And he goes, I'm not taking him at 10. I'm like, you might take him at 10 when he gets there. He goes, well, I don't know what Brad Friend's going to do. I said, I know exactly what Brad Friend's going to do.
So this is you. Are you giving Mike pointers?
This is me and Mike at 2 o'clock in the afternoon before we head to Perry's place.
Right. So you guys are planning who to take when as you guys are drafting side by side.
Full disclosure, I'm
deciding exactly what the guys around you are going to do.
Full disclosure,
it feels like a strange amount of planning. I just want to say what everybody's thinking.
Sure. I'm getting in Mike's head and trying to force him to take Nico at 10. Because that means a McCaffrey, a Henry, or something slips to me. Got it. And then I go, great.
Oh, fuck, McCaffrey or Henry at 11 is perfect.
Yeah.
It's as good as it can get.
Yeah. So if you don't take McCaffrey, I don't think Hinton does. I don't think Paul does. Nick might take the risk, and Mike wouldn't.
Right.
So if you don't take him, I think I'm getting him at 11.
And do you think there's a chance I take him?
No, I thought CeeDee.
Yeah.
Or Gibbs.
Yeah.
CeeDee or Gibbs.
100%.
Yeah. So I said to Mike in my kitchen, I remembered it because I poked him in the ribs after it happened.
Yeah.
I said, Brad, I know exactly what Brad's going to do. How do you know that? I said, I've drafted with him a ton. I know what he's going to do. He's going to take 2 of the same position, and he's going to take 2 older established guys that have names, maybe guys that were good, that who knows. I said, he's like, this is exactly what he's going to do. This is exactly what he's going to do. Well, what does that mean? I go, he's going to take like A.J. Brown and, I don't know, Malik Neighbors maybe, Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill.
I said, or he's going to take Jonathan Taylor and Josh Jacobs.
You said that.
I said that. And
Yeah.
then when he goes up and he takes Taylor and Jacobs, I elbowed Mike so hard in the ribs, and I couldn't. I just laughed.
Because it was perfect.
Because he's like, how did you? I go, I know. And then that sets up the rest of my draft. Because now I know he's going to have to look at wide receivers next. So if I want one, I'm taking him.
You're right.
And follow along how Brad Friend goes.
For his team completely?
Yeah.
So he goes Josh Jacobs. He goes.
But no, sorry. What I'm saying is, like, if you look at how we're lined up, I'm always trying to jump ahead of him. I know he's going to take a receiver, so I'll take one before he does. I know he's going to take a running back, I'll take one before he does.
Got it. Yeah, there's examples.
And then let guys slide. I said to you when I took Ken Walker, you're like, why'd you take him? I'm like, because Brad Friend knows who that is.
Right.
He's never heard of Travion Henderson. He's not going to draft him no matter how high he is on the list he printed up. Harry's
Right.
computer.
Yeah, or the magazine you brought.
Yeah. So I'll take Henderson. I wouldn't do it that way. I'd go Henderson Walker.
Right.
But because of who I'm drafting beside, no. I know Henderson's coming back. I'll
Got
do
it.
that.
Got it.
He's never heard of Emeka Egbuka and Travis Hunter.
No.
There's
Not
no
a
chance. I'll happily draft him.
I hear you. So you're upset with those. You weren't upset.
It just felt completely different. I never started without at least one running back, but
Yeah.
to have I had my choice of St. Brown, Collins, and Neighbors. What
in a
what am I gonna
PPR
do?
in our first year with a PPR, and we are running back
Yeah.
squad.
The only other thing I would have done was taken Achan, but who knows how his leg is? So it's like I'll take Nico and just be guaranteed of that, and know I'm gonna get hammer running back.
And that's the thing about when I was mocking down at the end. I was always ending up with either McCaffrey, Achan, or Henry McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Like two versions.
Henry McCaffrey, Achan,
Yeah.
Genty,
Yeah, like
and then sometimes Lamb would fall.
Yeah.
Or St. Brown.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, well I got to take him and a run
Right.
back.
So yeah, you pivoting to the wide receivers late like that. It's like, it's good, but it's you just don't expect to get that.
No.
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 I could have taken Nico Collins. I could have taken CeeDee Lamb, St. Brown. Like it's Nakua or I could have taken Neighbors at 6.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
these guys could have went with me.
Nakua threw things off. I mean, I don't. If you want to really get into dressing things down, I think Paul might have had the worst draft.
Wow.
And it's hard to say
Why is it hard to say?
because he took the belt back to Montreal, and if he loses, we're never seeing that thing again. He's throwing that into the St. Lawrence.
No way. Yeah, maybe.
He might.
He's not spiteful like that.
He isn't.
No.
He's very happy.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
good guy.
Yeah.
If it was me, you'd never see that.
Never.
Not a chance.
No.
I might like get it pressed under a hydraulic press
Sure.
and like videotape myself throwing it like a hockey puck
Yeah.
into the Hudson.
Yeah.
But not Paul.
So he goes Nakua at 8,
Mm-hmm.
which he wasn't. I would have let him go past 11 and 14 for myself. Just I don't know.
For the draft
I don't
day.
want to take the risk. Yep.
Yeah, for the draft day.
Sure.
But there would be a time over the summer that you would have been fine with Nakua.
Sure. Follows it up with Kyron Williams, so he dove into the Rams hard.
Which isn't great
Not great.
because this is our first year of PPR. Has Kyron Williams ever caught a football?
He's caught some passes.
How many?
He has.
4?
He has.
4. No more than 2 a game.
Sure.
No, there's just no way. I had him in a PPR league last year. He is 11 points or 17 if he gets a touchdown.
Sure.
And he's good for touchdowns.
Yeah.
He's the James Cook of the Rams.
Yes.
But there's nothing. But that's all he's carrying.
Right.
Like he isn't a Travion Henderson or like he's not one of those dudes that's gonna catch pass. He's not a Achan or a Bucky Irving. Like he's not these guys that are good. Or Kamara even. And I'm not saying that you should have went Kamara over Kyron Williams, but it would make more sense.
Sure.
You'd make a better argument
Uh-huh.
because he's gonna catch 10 passes a game.
Exactly.
So you don't like Paul. You don't like the champ here.
I just don't. And
Are you bitter because of, all the previous discussion? How good you've done, and then a guy who drafts like that is carrying the belt.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Do you tell me, is that not the worst
I'm
team
just
on
asking
the
that
draft board?
question, right? Like I'm asking the
Nakua
question that
Kyron,
the listeners who want to ask.
DJ Moore, way too early. Could have got him 3 rounds later.
Yeah, I don't hate his players. I just don't like where he got them. That's the way I feel. I feel like he was 2 rounds ahead every
Sure,
time.
Zay Flowers. 5 rounds ahead.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Debo,
He's a Debo boy.
okay, but he should have been undrafted probably, or bottom last pick, second last pick.
It's not.
No, it's not good value in the 6th,
It's what the fuck is Javonte Williams doing on anybody's team?
and in the 7th.
Right, like that. Like if you're gonna like.
But if he's gonna
Caleb Williams.
if he's gonna do that,
Caleb
don't make
Williams.
your quarterback Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
You could have had Ricky Pearsall, Matthew Golden. Sorry, fuck the players. He could have had.
Baker,
Okay.
Goff,
Again.
McCarthy, Stroud, Young, Herbert, Purdy, or I would have had all of them.
It's not even that he's betting hard that Caleb Williams is going to have a great year, right? Because clearly he is. Like, he just placed the biggest bet of. He put a $150 bet down.
Yeah.
And Caleb Williams was going to have the
Throw
biggest
20 touchdowns to
sophomore
DJ Moore.
season of all time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just that. Because if that was his argument of even fucking drafting that guy,
Yeah.
period. Like, I don't even believe in kickers. And in this league, I would have taken a kicker to put as my flex instead of starting Caleb Williams week 1.
Right.
And he's got no other fucking quarterback.
No.
So I'm going to throw a Hail Mary on a quarterback that's given me no reason and no good news over the preseason.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do it when I could have gotten the number 7 quarterback or the number 2 quarterback from last year.
Yeah.
That's an interesting technique.
Yeah. So, I mean, we'll see. This league has done mysterious things, and
I like his Josh Downs pick. I think that's too early. I like his Colston Loveland pick. Okay? I like Loveland. I'm a Loveland boy.
Okay, he's all Bears, pal. Caleb Williams, Colson Loveland, DJ Moore.
There's no reason to think that they're going to have a great offense.
No.
Because last year we thought they were going to have a good offense. Remember, they got Roma Dunze, they
Yeah.
got Keenan Allen, all of that. The new rookie, Caleb Williams, is going to light the world on fire. And they were shit.
They're awful.
Like-
They weren't good.
They weren't good at all. But he said they're going to be. And if you ask them why, I don't even think he'd give you a good reason.
Probably not.
And that's just, and you like to mock him. That's the problem with Paul, right? Like, you'd like to tease him. You'd like to poke at him.
Yeah.
But he's just great. He doesn't, like, that isn't he'd be like, oh, man, I'm sorry you feel that way.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, your team's shit. And he'd be like, oh, I didn't mean to upset you. Like, that's the response. What are you supposed to do with that?
Kick him out. We can't have that kind of...
Well, that's
It's
that.
too nice to be in the league.
No. Well, maybe a little bit.
He might be.
Maybe a little bit. I mean, I don't know. Liang's easily the nicest guy in our league. Or Sully. We can't get rid of those two.
Liang and Sully?
Yeah, they're as nice as Paul.
Okay.
Right? Like, there's no way you are. Like, that, you don't even make the list.
No. Well, I'm
Right.
on the list. There's only 12 names. I'm not in the
Yeah.
top one.
Yeah. Like, you're not.
I barely like any of the guys we play with.
100%.
And I've been doing it for 15 years.
If it was up to you, but like, yeah, like look at these. Oh, sorry, I apologize. I forgot. I didn't see Amit's name. Amit's a sweetheart too, but he's not as he's a gentleman, and he's a nice gentleman. But
Right.
he's not as sweet as say a Sully is.
Right.
Sully's a cutie pie.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like Liang's laugh and his smile. He's welcoming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Paul, he's like,
Liang's got a bit of a mean streak, though.
but he doesn't.
He's not happy with Brad Friend.
He's not happy with Brad Friend as a human being or a fantasy football player.
Fantasy football player. I don't know on a human level where that lands.
And why do you say that? Because it's funny you say that, because I talked to him about that today too.
Did you really?
He brought up Brad Friend today. I could read you his text message.
Okay.
Yeah, and I my response to his text message was "ouch," I believe, maybe with 2 exclamation marks.
Oh.
I won't read it, but it was.
He
said,
just felt like Brad doesn't have a good team.
and why does that anger him so much? Secretly.
For the same reason Brad Friend angers everybody in fantasy is he's terrible at it. He can't score any points. He wins games with 70 all the time.
Right.
And that's how he goes to the finals.
You think he's going to do it again? Do you realize? Can I tell you a little story about Brad Friend's team?
Sure.
Okay. So he gets up and he mumbles something to me. I can't remember what he mumbled to me.
Sure.
Can't remember. I didn't hear him. As he spoke to me like he does, but quiet. So, and I got terrible ears. And he says, yeah, and kind of gives me a little head nod, like, he's gonna make it. And I'm always excited when somebody's like, watch this.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah.
what are they gonna do? They're
Yeah.
gonna go out there and he's like a Luther Burden guy and he goes early. He's like this guy. You know what I mean? Something like that.
Sure.
Something exciting. And then he picks Dak fucking Prescott. And I go, and it turns around, and I don't know that he gave me a wink and a gun, but it was definitely a wink and a gun vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Keeping in mind he has Josh Allen in the 3rd.
There.
Dak in the 7th.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So, and he comes back and he wants like affirmation
Okay.
that he made like a good pick.
Okay.
Okay, now, and so I don't know how to look him in the eyes and tell him, you know, you have Josh Allen.
Right.
Like, you already went quarterback too early.
Yeah.
Luckily, you didn't Paul this and get fucking Caleb Williams.
Right.
You know, you didn't go Russell Wilson in the fold.
Yeah.
But it's like you picked one, you picked a great one, and now here we are 4 rounds later, you only have one wide receiver in a PPR league.
Yeah.
And you're going to take Dak. I haven't played a full season or more than 4 games in 3 years, Prescott. And for zero reason. Zero reason.
The issue with this is even if he thinks, oh, I've got decent trade bait, everybody knows quarterbacks don't return the same value ever
Oh, for the trade.
for the trade, in a trade. And if you're going to trade a quarterback, you have to trade your best one. And he's not trading Josh Allen. So he's going to try to trade Dak Prescott, who would maybe go undrafted, maybe be one of the last picks.
I'd take Dak Prescott over Caleb Williams.
100%.
Yeah.
I'd take everybody that went after Caleb.
Yeah.
There's no debate there. But I would take Travis Hunter over Dak Prescott and Jalen Warren and Stephon Diggs and Quinshon Judkins and Ricky Pearsall and Matthew Golden and on and on. Like,
You could just keep going with every player, basically.
every player taken after.
that didn't end up on Paul's team.
Yeah.
Afterwards. Now, that's not the point of the story. The point of the story is that he sits back down. And I said, Dak? Like, you already had Allen. He goes, I know. Who I was looking for, I couldn't find him. And I said,
Oh, okay.
oh, who were you looking for? He goes, it doesn't really matter because I've got some trade bait now, but I couldn't find the guy. And I said, who were you looking for? He goes, Dallas Goddard. And I said, excuse me? Dallas Goddard? And he said, yeah, couldn't find him on the list, so I panicked. So I just put Dak because I got a nice trade bait. I said, Dallas Goddard, you can get him in the 14th round.
Yeah.
I said, he's gonna make it to the 11th, pal. You can get him in the 10th. Like, you don't need Dallas Goddard at the 7th. I can think of, I don't need to go down, but for sure, I would take David Njoku, TJ Hawkinson, Colston Loveland, Tyler Warren, Zach Ertz, Tucker Kraft, Hunter Henry. Like, I keep fucking going. Like, it was, like, Travis Kelce went right before him. Mark Andrews, now he's going, Dallas Goddard is who he's thinking is going to be the 5th. And so I was astonished that that's what he thought that I was going to think was a great move.
Yeah.
Now, the only other reason I include that part is because I said, nobody wants to fucking trade you for Dak Prescott.
Yes.
So now I'm like really annoyed
You should be.
because he's asking, like, I can't just like smile and nod at him, like, oh, you're zigging, they're zagging.
Yeah.
I'm like, you want my actual input? What a fucking stupid pick. No, don't worry. I just haphazardly fell onto great trade bait. No, you didn't. But I wanted Dallas Goddard. What a bad pick. Like, like none of that makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, I will tell you, and everybody will be interested in hearing this, is that he said, I'm going to trade Josh Allen. I like Dak Prescott. That's what he followed that up with.
So why did he draft Josh Allen?
That was the trade bait, I guess. I don't know. But his plan, at least that's what he said to me in the moment.
Okay, so would you trade Josh Allen for Travion Henderson?
Would I trade Josh? Would I give away Travion Henderson if I had him for Josh Allen?
Yeah.
Who's my quarterback? I have Baker
Travion
Mayfield.
Henderson and Baker Mayfield.
No.
So he could have drafted Travion Henderson instead of Josh Allen and still got Dak Prescott.
Yeah, no. If I'm Paul, but what are you gonna give? Like
He's going to want
what's he
Kyren
gonna
Williams.
want? What's he gonna
Kyren
want?
Williams.
Yeah, right. And it's just like, well, why would you do that?
I'll give you Josh Allen and Nick Chubb for Kyron Williams. And Paul goes, no, thanks.
No, he's not going to do that.
No, because I'll just pick up somebody from the waiver wire. Or
Yeah.
Dak when you drop him because you need help on your bench. That's the other thing about Brad Friend. His team always stays healthy. Because he never has depth. He has 0 playable players on his bench right now. 0. He has 0. Rashad White, is he in the league?
He's got Adam Thielen.
He's got Adam Thielen, is he in the league? He's got Nick Chubb, who hasn't been relevant in 10 years. And did you see his knee go backwards? And then he's got Goddard, he will flip-flop between him and Ingram, I guess, and Dak Prescott, who will stay on his bench. So his only usable player is his backup tight
Oh,
end.
and then he doubled up. I know that he got Goddard later.
Yeah.
And I was like, I fucking
He
told
finally
you.
found the sticker.
I was like, I told you you could get him.
Yeah.
But I didn't even realize he already had Ingram.
Oh, yeah.
So what is he going to do? An Ingram Allen package?
For what?
I don't know. I don't really have a good answer for that. I don't know. I don't know what the trade bait's going to be. Like, who got one quarterback and, right? Like, that's really the question. Like, you actually have to ask, who could he... Okay, so you could trade with Fanoff. No, because he's not going to give him Kyler Murray back. So he goes Josh Allen and Evan Ingram, who's Fanoff's tight end. I feel like it's shit.
Zach Ertz.
Is that a wash with Evan Ingram?
Probably.
Right? Like, that's not even... So he would take... I mean, he wouldn't even take fucking... So Ingram's useless in that trade. So no, Fanoff's out. Right? Like, Brad Friend could have used the little U there. Look around, see what everybody else needed. Who is... Because let's say, right? Let's say that it's Nick Tascona, right? Who has... ends up with C.J. Stroud and Hunter Henry. And then Brad goes, listen, you got C.J. Stroud and Hunter Henry. That's fucking trash. Why don't you take Josh Allen and Evan Ingram and give me... he would love Tyreek Hill for that. He'd kill for Tyreek Hill.
Right.
Okay? But Nick's not going to respond to any of his questions or do any trading.
Of course not.
So Brad Friend should take a little bit out of the executive or the manager. What is this?
Executive.
I love that so much more than manager. Yeah. That's what he needed to do.
Okay.
Like, I get that. I get what he was doing, but it just wasn't that. I mean, whatever. But here we are talking shit, and that guy's won more recently than us.
Yeah.
So what's wrong with us? We needed to be drafting Dak Prescott followed by Brock Purdy, and then we can swing that around with, I don't even know. Those tight ends are all better than what he got. God, with Tucker Kraft, Dalton Kincaid. You're not happy. You're not happy with Brad Friend. You're not happy with
No
Paul.
one ever is.
No, that's true. And you're not happy with... You're happy with Fan?
He's fine.
I think he did it. This might have been his best draft.
Yeah.
I was the least impressed with him at the draft.
Right.
I don't think he's ever been Bruder to me.
Okay.
Like ever.
Okay.
It was very strange. It was really strange. I didn't love it.
Okay.
I didn't love it at all.
No.
And the only reason that I didn't love it is because I was so impressed with him at the draft. And I kept trying to tell him that. Like, and I wasn't being facetious. He made just every pick he made, I would have liked his guys.
Sure.
Like, if I'm looking at his team right now, I don't love Kyler, okay?
Yeah.
And I don't love Marvin Harrison Jr. But in the fourth, I mean, no. Okay, that's basically it that Mike drafted that I wouldn't mind having on my team.
Sure.
I don't know anything about this Jaden Higgins guy, so maybe he's great. But so everyone, I was so impressed with him. And I kept looking over at him. Well, hey, great pick. You stole my guy. I was like, fuck you, Mike. You stole my guy. I wanted him. He's like, I'm better, okay? My team's fucking good. I know what I'm doing. Every single time. Like 6 times in a row. So I just stopped. I was like, okay, now I'm just giving sheepish thumbs up from the corner. Like, oh, I think that's kind of good.
Yeah.
And he's just like, And I couldn't even talk to him.
Sure.
Usually he can't stop yelling at me.
Yeah.
And this time it was like, I was like, oh, good work. And he's like, I'm focused. As he's looking over your shoulder, literally taking everything that you're not taking because you've got highlights over the guy you're actually taking. So he's just like, well, I guess I'll take his next up. I assume that that's what he was doing.
Sure.
And thought that I was catching him doing that and going, hey, Mike, I can see you stealing Sarah's picks. And he's like, fuck you, I like this. I'm good at this. Because that's the only explanation for why I was so mistreated from a man that I was trying to shower with praise.
Sure.
I don't think I've ever showered anybody with that much praise.
It's not in you.
It's absolutely not. Brad Friend said, "What a good pick." I said, "Not only is that a bad fucking pick, that your reasoning for the pick was fucking stupid. The next player was fucking stupid. Everything you just did wasn't good."
Yeah.
In that instance, I'm embarrassed for you that you're even smiling in my direction. That's what Mike thought I was saying, as I was saying, "Hey, Mike, you're really knocking this thing out of the park. I'm idolizing you a little bit." And he's like, "Uh-huh." Doesn't even say, "Yeah, I really like my team. Hey, Don, I really like that."
So you like Mike's team. You hate Brad's team. I don't like Paul's team. I'm trying to find a team that I
I don't
really
hate
like.
Brad's team. Okay?
Okay.
I don't hate it. It's very Paul-ish it doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make a lot of sense at all.
No.
He's drafting his second quarterback and his first of what he knows will be 2 tight ends. before he gets a third wide receiver in a PPR league with 2 flexes.
Yeah.
He's got a flex that is fucking like
Nick Chubb.
Nick Chubb, and he doesn't have a third receiver in a PPR league.
Right.
And he's trying to ask for me to compliment him while he's doing this. Like, is it like what he ended up with? Like what I've seen on the website? I look like, oh, that's a good team. How he got there? What the fuck? Like that. Like that's how I felt about that. But I what am I going to get mad at him? He went running back, running back, running back. That's backs on backs on backs.
Yeah.
That's the definition.
Yeah.
So when he goes, hey, backs on backs on backs, I can't mock him. It's a good technique. Nobody has running backs.
Right.
I have one running back, Braylon Allen, and that white guy from San Francisco.
Right.
Who ruined my life last year. Like, so that's how I feel about Brad. So I don't want to say I don't like his team. I just, his drafting, which leads us back to why Liang hates him. Liang witnessed that. I wanted to puke on his feet a little bit.
The trade bait thing?
Well, whatever. Or unless you have another reason that Liang hates Brad Friend.
Not that I'm aware.
Oh, so we're just assuming that.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a straight fantasy hate.
Okay. Well, I'm looking at your team, right? Well, I'm just going to knock it down then. I'm just going to go down.
Okay.
This list here.
Okay.
Is that okay?
We're an hour and 6 in.
So quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you give.
Tell me who you like.
That's what I'm going to make the fucking decision.
All right.
Don't give me that look.
I'm not.
Okay, so I think your team was awesome. I think you.
Thank you.
I felt about your team the way I felt about Mike's team, which is why I fucking knew Mike was cheating.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like if I'm gonna ask about what good beer is, I'm gonna go to you. I'm not gonna go to Mike. Mike's gonna pretend.
Why would you?
Exactly. Right. So, but Mike's making some good choices. I'm gonna go fucking stealing that from Sayers for sure. But either way, I was very impressed with both of your teams.
Okay.
Your team was every guy you were picking, other than I'm not a Ken Walker boy.
I know you're not.
But you're not. But I'm not a Ken Walker boy because of how you play fantasy. That's why I'm not a Ken Walker boy. Because there's no fucking world I thought you would have actually went for Zach Charbonnet or ended up with him. So getting that makes that pick fine to me.
Okay.
If not good. Okay, that's how I feel about that.
Okay.
And Travion Henderson, I figured I was definitely got to get him in that round. When you were talking, you don't know who I'm going to pick. I'm like, you're fucking not going to get him. So and that was exactly who I was talking about. Jameson Williams, I wanted him on my team. Bo Nix, I knew I was fine with Bo. Like, I'm fine if I had Bo Nix, but it wasn't.
I had to go early. I think I had to go early.
You like Bo
I
Nix. You're Bo Nix boy.
I wanted him.
Which is fine, right? Like, so that's it.
I would have preferred him in the 7-8, but
You got Travis Hunter,
Yeah.
which is a real coin flip, but that's your 5th wide receiver.
yeah.
So, yeah, like that's trade bait. Hey,
Right.
Brad Friend, that's trade bait. Like,
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, that's when you start doing that. Eckler, I think people were sleeping on, and then you got what's his face, didn't you? Oh, you didn't?
Who?
You didn't get Bill?
No, I took Charbonnet.
Oh, okay. And then Ollie Gordon late, fucking perfect. I was looking for him. And Jaden Blue, I would have been fine with him, except I think he's got a hurt ankle. I like Tucker Kraft as a tight end if I didn't go
The
early.
last tight end on the board.
If he didn't go early, like I was looking for Tucker Kraft. I was looking for Njoku, Hawkinson, guys like that. So Tyler Warren. So I was fine with that, especially getting him that late as your guy. Phenomenal. I think you absolutely phenomenal. And even Mikey with Zach Ertz late. It's as unsexy a pick as you can get, but it's consistent.
Yeah.
Right? Because tight ends suck.
Yeah.
Except for mine. Mine's gonna fucking blow 20 points on you the first week.
If you don't get the top 3, who cares?
It does not matter. So for what you got, it's absolutely great. So that's how I feel about your guys' teams. You feel good about them. Well, obviously you drafted both. So,
Right. Yeah.
Kyler Murray, like when was the last time he got more than 5 points in a game? Ever?
Says he's going to run more this year.
Oh, is that what he says? Remember, it feels like it was like 10 years ago that we were all teasing him for playing like Call of Duty instead of running the football.
Yeah.
You know, and like Patterson would come into work and be like, oh, I can't believe that guy's playing video games instead of learning the playbook. I just love that. Yeah. Like when we just talk shit about athletes in ways that we like, just like,
of course.
Oh, obviously you're just.
What's he doing that?
Yeah, I say it too, like not ridiculous like that, but I'm sure that's what Kyler Murray's actually doing.
Yeah.
Like, what fucking world do we live in that he's only playing Call of Duty and drinking Mountain Dew and just happens to be an elite athlete that people who work with him, watch him play, give him $25 million a year while we're like, guy won't even study the playbook. Guy won't even use his little legs to run. It's like, where the fuck do we get off of that kind of attitude? So, these are mice and nuts. There's tiny problems. Like, this is not...
Yes.
Like, I think it's good. Now, looking at Nick is, in all the years that I've played with him, I'll say, honestly, there's nobody else that I feel like grabs the randoms that I think are only in my head.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I go, oh my God. Like, to give you an example with him here, Ted McMillan, I wanted. Caleb Johnson, I wanted. I actually kind of wanted Tyrone Tracy, and I think he's a bum. But I don't know what the hell they're doing over there. So I kind of wanted him. Diggs, whatever. Tyler Warren, exactly. Bill, exactly. Like, I'm going down. Tajay Spears. I drafted Pollard. I definitely wanted him. He's out for the year, so good work. Thanks, Nick. And J.J. McCarthy, whatever. And Ray Davis is the last pick. That's somebody who I would have taken.
Sure.
So that's how I feel about Tascona. He drafts well. You don't feel like he even has seen a football game in his life, but he's drafting guys like that. So there's no way Brad Friend knew who Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt was.
Not a chance.
Exactly. And you wouldn't think that Nick knew more, right? Yeah, I'm saying that, right? You wouldn't, by talking to the two of them, you wouldn't think that Nick would.
Sure.
Whereas you gave a long laundry list of what Brad Friend does and why.
Right.
Whereas Nick doesn't say a word, then boom, Bill Krosky.
Right.
Like that, 10 out of 10. So that's how I feel about Nick. So good team. Paul, we've already discussed. Hinton. Jahmyr Gibbs, great, that's chalk.
18 laptops going, 4 different apps, everything. Trying to draft this special perfect team.
Shit. Fuck. She just paid for that.
Thanks, Yenny.
Thanks, Yenny. Oh God, the Moomers and Yenny, they brought the crew food. Anyways, so Paul's team. We talked about it. Hinton. Yeah, chalk. He had Gemini. He had Grok the Nazi. He had ChatGPT. All of the above working for him, and he drafted chalk, like complete, right? Like I don't even know. What did he take? Christian Watson? Well, like, what is that in the 4? Oh, Garrett Wilson. Again, bomb. Pacheco, bomb. Xavier Worthy, there. What are we talking about? Juwan Jennings doesn't even have a contract or is playing the game. Like, I'll keep going. Quidshawn Judkin doesn't have a contract, might not play. Keon Coleman, I like that. Yep. So you had to go 10 picks down for me to kind of like some. Brian, he picked both of my backups.
Yeah.
Like, what? Like, you talk trade bait. Right, Hinton will want he'll want McCaffrey for the backups.
Right.
So how do I feel about Hinton's team? Not great.
No.
Okay, that's you want it. Jared Goff and C.J. Stroud. real high upside guys? Is that what he thinks that is? Is that what this fucking loser thinks is good?
Okay.
ChatGPT. Oh,
Let him down.
absolutely. Like Isaac Guerrero, the guy literally. What's his face? Robinson goes to the 49ers because McVay, no, it's not McVay.
Shanahan.
Shanahan doesn't like Guerrero and he's hurt. And Hinton, trying to snake me? Is that what he's doing?
Because you weren't taking him.
I don't even get that. No, I waited for a defense like a fucking human being.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel about Hinton's team. I like Jahmyr Gibbs. I like Brian Thomas.
Okay.
I like Trey McBride. So I like his first 3 picks, but I don't think.
Then it went south.
And that's it. Not south from there. That's his team.
Right. Okay.
If Hinton can only start his first 3 guys, he'll do fine.
Sure.
But he has to fill 9 guys, so it's fucking travesty.
Right.
Okay, then there's me. I didn't get enough running backs, but the McCaffrey thing really put me on tilt. Okay,
You're hero RB.
I am. I'm absolutely hero RB, and I keep feeling uncomfortable about Tony Pollard. I'll just say it. I'll just be honest.
Okay.
Right? Like that's just the reality.
Yeah.
I had him last year. He was solid, but he wasn't
Special.
He wasn't. He's a James Conner on an offense that wasn't good.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's how I feel about
But
it.
I think I take him over Aaron Jones and Swift.
And
The guys went right after.
And those were my debates. My debates. We agreed to a 3-way trade for Jones, Swift, and Pollard at the draft.
Okay.
I've offered both those trades with. We were going to do our first draft's 3-way trade. We agreed to it like men. Fucking crickets from those guys. Funny how that works, right? Like, how do you just like lose your fortitude? Anyways,
So you're not going to finish 12th.
no, I shouldn't because I have the best 4 receivers and that I'm going to start.
Right.
I said I pulled that out of my ass. I don't know if that's actually
Your
true.
receivers are fine.
My receivers are good.
It's the best part of your team.
No question. And I've got depth at the position too.
Trade.
And I've got 2 quarterbacks, I'm happy with them. 2 upside guys, not Jared Goff and CJ Stroud. You know what I mean? Like it's like why draft Lamar Jackson and Brock Purdy? Like that's just dumb, right? For example, okay?
You're speaking of your next team.
Yes, exactly. I'm moving over to it. So I think I have the best 5 pass catchers of anybody's team. That's my answer.
Okay.
And in a PPR league with the best pass catching running
You're
back,
happy about it.
I'm quite actually, if I'm being honest, I'm quite happy with it.
Good.
And I'm trying to keep Wisland moving, etc. But who knows?
Yeah.
Sully, taking a look at this, I don't know about Breece Hall. That's why I got Braylon Allen. Because I don't know.
He was kind of one of those guys I didn't want to have to draft if
Yeah,
he fell to me.
yeah.
But I'm looking at him, okay, he's fallen in the 4th. He comes around in the 5th, yeah, I just have to.
Yes, exactly. You end up with him. I love Derrick Henry. Not going to say anything about that. Lamar Jackson, great. AJ Brown. If it says he's healthy, then he's AJ Brown. Metcalf. He's either going to be the best wide receiver ever, or he's going to be who he probably actually is, which
It's a
is
solid draft pick.
he's the wide receiver version of Kyle Pitts.
Okay.
He's such a stud.
No, but he's
Look at
had
him.
good years.
He's had a couple
Kyle
of good
Pitts
years.
has not had it.
Kyle Pitts has the most receiving yards of any rookie tight end.
And Wookiee.
Above Gronk,
Way more than Chewie.
Antonio Gates, Gonzalez, Graham, Kelsey.
And where's that got him? Nowhere.
Nowhere. Exactly. So DK Metcalf has had a couple of fine years by 30-point games and 2-point games. So this year,
Okay.
maybe. So that might be fine.
Sully will just middle along. Right?
Yeah, I like Sully's team. I like Njoku.
I was shocked you took Matthew Golden. I'm
It's not a Sully pick.
happy for him.
It's not a
Not
Sully pick.
pick.
I
at
love
all.
Matthew Golden. I would have loved to have him on my team.
Not a Sully pick.
No.
Justice Hill is a Sully pick. Tyler Algier is a very Sully
Yeah, like Justice Hill doesn't make any sense at all. Like he's not even the backup for Derrick Henry. It's Keaton Mitchell. Did somebody get
pick.
him?
No.
Okay, well there you go. So that's fucking not great. But either way, like his top guys, I'd be happy to have on my team.
Sure.
Patterson, he fell asleep during the draft and definitely auto-picked. But I mean, when you're going to start with Achane, Jefferson, Joe Burrow, Mike Evans, when does he start? Travis Kelce, and then here comes the auto-pick. Chris Olave, T.J. Hawkinson.
Yeah.
Like tight ends back to back. You might as well have just wasted a pick on him earlier and picked like McBride died earlier. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Jaden Reed, why? You know, oh, right, auto pick. Shaheed, so they auto picked him, guy who, you know, Kirby is throwing him the ball, but God only knows. Najee Harris is missing an eye. Like that. So I can't even talk about. Patterson is so phoned, and it's so sad.
It's pretty phoned. It might be the beginning of the end.
And I don't like it. I don't like it.
No
at all.
one does.
I don't like the suggestion of it. I don't like that he thinks that he can just sneak off into the night like that. It's not good.
We're not gonna let it happen.
He is a staple. He is a mainstay.
Yeah.
He is as supportive of a manager as I've ever seen.
Sure.
Like when people get upset about trades, et cetera, he will argue even when it's not he doesn't like the blow ups. He doesn't like kicking people out.
Yeah.
He is a solid. He's always participates in the sense of always brings food. He always is that guy. You have to give him $1 million for his kicker in order to make a trade with him.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. He is an original. So to see an auto draft, we were running late. I hope that he actually just fell asleep and it just went for him, as opposed to he just went, I don't even want to play this fucking game. Right? Like I'm just hoping that that's what happened. He's 3 hours in front, whatnot. So for a guy who got auto picked, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Liang, Bijan, Bucky, JSN, Jalen Hurts, Devonta Smith. The first 4 I'm fine with.
Yeah.
I got no beef with that. Hurts, no beef with that. Hurts is funny. Like if you've had Hurts, because there's sometimes where he gets 17 points and you're like, I thought you were supposed to be good. And then he gets 38.
Yeah.
And you're like, holy shit. And then you see
he
threw for 120 yards.
Or he's got 8 points in the first half, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
40.
Yes, and it's always like 150 yards passing, 40 yards rushing. You're like, what happened here? Threw for 2, ran for 3.
Yeah.
And you're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
It's the most unimpressive stat line ever, and he just wins.
Yeah.
He's just great. But it's so panicking to watch. Like, you don't feel good with him, as funny as that is, as good as he is. So Liang's team is Mark Andrews. I just can't have faith.
Yep.
That's just the reality of
No.
that. Especially in a PPR league. He catches one ball a game and hopes it's a touchdown for 20 yards.
Yeah.
And he dropped his last opportunity, which knocked the Ravens out of the playoffs, and Isaiah Likely is performing better.
Yeah.
So there's nothing good about that.
No.
Nothing good. Let's just be honest. Myers is begging for a new contract. Mixon
Dead.
is out for the year. Travis Etienne, trash. Kyle Pitts, I'm glad he got 2 fucking lousy tight ends.
Yeah.
And who's his? Mims Jr. I like that.
I liked his Marvin Mims. But
I like that.
That was another one I couldn't get.
Right.
Another part of my stack I wasn't happy with.
Yeah, Tootin, there it is. Finally, so you drafted
Yeah.
the running back you want there. Woody Marks, yeah. So he ended strong.
Yeah.
Like he was good in the late rounds.
This is when I enjoy the draft the most.
Yes, and he and for the guys that he picked,
For those guys.
like though that
I'd take from Mims down, Mims, Tootin, Marks, give me all of them.
100%, no question. So I think he started good, ended strong. His middle is a car crash.
Okay.
Like I'm just slowing down to look at it, and I'm not telling my boys because I want them to see.
Andrews, Myers, Mixon, ETN, Pitts. That's a tough stretch
It's a tough stretch.
of no promise. There's zero promise.
Zero promise. Like Patterson's auto picks of 2 tight ends back to back with Chris Olave was better.
Yeah.
Like it's whoa, that's a rough one. That's a rough middle. But Liang could definitely have some promise here. Perry started with Saquon. Did you like Saquon's first running back to go? You're a Saquon boy. Fly, Eagles, fly.
I think Saquon, Bijan were my top 2.
Yeah, which is fine. Bowers. I mean, it's tough to say. It's tough to say no to that as the Gronk guy who did 101 with them. Like, it's tough to say.
New quarterback throwing him the ball.
Yeah, but he's the best player out there.
Yeah.
And he's going to catch 100 passes.
Yeah.
So he might make this all look stupid. But not even look stupid. That's fine. James Cook, fine. And then McLaurin in a PPR, especially when he had no contract.
No contract. There's a risk at
That is
he signed yesterday.
That is a fucking risk for your first wide receiver. Adams, I think, is a better pick. Swift, fine. He really wanted Aaron Jones. That was part of the 3-way trade.
Got it.
But that fell apart because of Sully, the nice guy. Khalil Shakir, good. Godwin, dead. Trey Benson is fine if Connor's hurt. Trey Benson, by all accounts, supposed to be fantastic.
Doesn't matter. Connor can't get hurt.
Yeah, he's fought cancer.
Yeah.
And won. And scored touchdowns.
Yeah.
More than I can count. So So he's immortal. He's eternal.
He's
His
inevitable.
death, taxes, James Conner with 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And
Dylan Sampson to wind it out.
yeah,
Which is great.
And yeah, who's the third guy? I would be fine with Dylan Sampson.
I think if Perry's team depends on Saquon. We kind of know what everybody else is going to do. I think Perry will finish in the middle 4.
Well, but that's
11,
that's lots of room.
8, 9, 10, 11.
But if you can project yourself to be in the middle, and you're prepared, Perry's prepared to make moves.
Yep.
Right. Like so that's
Yep.
totally anything that he's lacking totally can recover. And but per case in fucking point, Brad friend, I hope you're paying attention. Dak Prescott in the 7th or Justin Herbert in the 12th.
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking about?
Yep.
Like, if I'm hinting, I'm going for Justin Herbert, and that's Perry's only quarterback.
Sure.
Think about how good that is.
Yeah.
Versus, and then Amit, I mean, I can't tell. It's tough to read Amit.
Can't read them.
It's impossible, right?
I've never been able to. And
Right.
I never will. And I've just grown to embrace it.
Yeah, like that's just like you can't tell, like.
Do you care? Do you not
Yeah.
care? Are you having a good time? What's happening?
Yeah, like that's the one thing I know when he's I think Amit lives like a pretty I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. Oh shit, I got all this going on kind of lifestyle. So when he gets the chance to crack a beer and lay down with some pals and kind of draft slowly, I think that's like his version of going out.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
he goes to the club.
Go.
Yeah,
all
he's
the
that guy. So I think when he gets to sit with us idiots and just go, oh fuck, okay, great. I can just sit here, turn my brain off, and draft a guy every now and then.
Right.
I think that's kind of like quite nice for him. That's what I at least want to believe. That's what I think is happening.
Yeah.
But he could also be like, I can't fucking believe I still talk to these idiots. Right? Like that's
50-50 shot.
It's definitely more. Yeah, for sure. And as for his team, Jamar Chase, number 1. I mean, I'm not going to say no to that.
No. I think the top 3 are all interchangeable. I don't think anything was wrong.
Yeah.
If you took Bijan, if you took Saquon.
I love Chase Brown. I'm a big Chase Brown boy.
Okay.
David Montgomery is basically Pollard to me, except Pollard has nobody else in that backfield.
Sure.
And Montgomery scores a lot of touchdowns, but he's the hurt bag of the two of them.
Yep.
But he's going to get 2 touchdowns a game for as long as his body can hold up.
Yep.
That's just the reality of it. Sam Laporta, I don't think there's anything wrong with him as a tight end. Pickens, I have high hopes for Pickens this year.
Sure.
So I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why any of us do. He caught 1 pass in his last 5 weeks last year. But I wanted Pickens. So what am I going to say?
I mocked him a lot.
Yeah, I was upset that he didn't end up on my team.
Yep.
Right? Like, that's for sure. J.K. Dobbins, whatever. That's a strange pick. Eagles D in the 9th. That's too early for any defense.
That's when he might have gotten phoned. But then he hits us with Cam Scatterboot.
Boom! Just
Out of nowhere.
Another-
It's
so-
like you don't think he's paying attention, and then all of a sudden.
100%. 2 of his last 3 pick. I'm like, God damn it! I wanted those guys on my team.
Yeah.
Right. Like he's got the Pickens, Cam Scatterboot. I like Stevenson. People are obviously sleeping on. Like
Yeah.
McDaniels runs two running backs, 1 goal line guy, 1 guy to rush up the middle, and 1 scat back, and that's what they have this year. And he got the goal line guy in the 11th.
Yeah.
So by all accounts, and those guys, if you think about Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis, the law firm, 22 touchdowns. That's McDaniels.
LeGarrette Blount.
LeGarrette Blount, that's McDaniels. That's who has Ramondre Stevenson. So we might be criminally underrating that guy. That doesn't mean Travion Henderson isn't going to have a great year, but the fear of Travion Henderson as a Pats guy is that is the hero of the Super Bowl a few years ago. Whatever the fuck.
James White.
James Wood, but I'm also thinking about Deion, whatever. Anyways, those scat backs, they can have great games and then they can have mediocre games.
Yeah.
Danny Woodhead is a classic example of a New England Patriots running back, a ball catcher. They could do 22 points or do 5, because they're behind, or sorry,
Right.
because they're running the ball and they're up 15-4, and that's how they're going to win the game. So, and I like Bateman. I really wanted him, and I like a flyer on Palmer there.
Sure.
We're all hype about Khalil Shakir and Keon Coleman, maybe, I guess, right? Kincaid or the other one.
Yeah. No.
So
I like it.
completely sleeping on Palmer, who is a deep threat, and Josh Allen scrambles and launches. So I think he did actually pretty good for first, and first is a tough place
It's a tough place to go.
100%. And if Chase Brown can be what I think is could be a top 18 pick,
Yeah.
I think that he's got for a guy who, again, might have just regretted being there.
He did great.
He did a great job. That's my thoughts.
I like it.
Do you like any of my takes? Do you
I like all
them?
your takes. Who's going to win the title this year?
Who's going to win the title?
Yeah. This is what we'll finish with.
Well, I don't want to be that guy, but odds are it will be me or friend.
All right.
That's the odds, right? Like that's what Vegas.
Sure.
That's what Vegas would do.
Sure.
Like I have to say that.
Okay.
So, I mean, I like your team a lot. I think Bo Nix you could have an upgrade there, but that's my.
Well, Dak Prescott had already gone.
No, but do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's my
I know what you
like it's late on tight end, but for a late tight end, you got the right tight end, right? Like that's my response to that. You have lottery tickets there with Gordon and Blue and Eckler,
Yeah.
right? Eckler is going to be the starting running back for Washington.
Yeah.
I like Bill
not worried.
Krosky,
Sure.
but it's Austin Eckler is going to get the most points week 1.
Yeah.
No question.
Yeah.
So you're definitely you're primed to do what you do, right? You're going to get a lot of points, win a lot of games,
Sure.
and that's important to you. So that's going to happen, right? Right? Like there's no leather involved with that or gold. There's a lot of green in a briefcase as long as you keep dropping Jaden Blue and then picking him up and then dropping Jaden Blue and picking him up. And maybe the Chiefs defense and maybe Ollie Gordon you can trade. And then end up with the most points, most wins. Like you'll be projected to win most weeks.
Okay.
Right? So you'll definitely play and do well. Yeah. Mike doesn't have championship in him. That's just the rule.
I was just asking who's going to win. You've made your statement. I appreciate it. I like it.
Max, what do you think? Who do you like?
I don't want anyone to win.
I know you don't.
And that's where I stand.
That's it. That's your big
Listen,
contra-
if they've made it this far, I don't know why you're still listening. I'll let you know if we do another one.